Hello friends, this is Praveen. Welcome to the course on PHP and MySQL. Let us continue from my last video on available data types in PHP. In my last video, I had discussed about integer, float, boolean and string data types. Today, I am going to discuss about rest of the four data types available in PHP, that is array, object, null and resource. Array in PHP. What is an array? An array stores multiple values in one single variable. It is created using PHP built-in array functions. For example, $states. Here we have declared a variable $states using array function holding three states: Jharkhand, Bihar, and Delhi. We can check it using PHP built-in function var_dump. Let us check on in the browser. So come to our text editor. This is our Macromedia Dreamweaver. Here we have our PHP project site. Then PHP projects folder is also there. Just add. We were working on data type.php file. So open that file. Now just comment earlier codes. Now declare a variable, array variable using $states is equal to PHP built-in function array another one. First element is Jharkhand, second element is Bihar, and third element is Delhi. Now we can check the data type using var_dump function as $states, save it, press function 12. You can see the data type. Data type is an array. The index at 0th index, data type is string, value is Jharkhand. At first index, data type is string, value is Bihar. At second index, data type is string, value is Delhi. Now come to our presentation. Array elements can be accessed using index. Index of an array starts from 0. So we can access array elements using index. So how we can access, just echo $states 0th index. So it should print Jharkhand. Here it is. You can see Jharkhand at 0th index. At first index, it should be Bihar. Save it. Bihar. At second index, it should be Delhi. Now come to our presentation. It can store values of different data types in single variable. So we can check it on the browser. $portion is equal to array Name of the person is Aryan. His age is 20. And his height is 164 centimeter, 4.5 centimeter. So save it. Now we can check using PHP built-in function var underscore dump. As the value $position. Save it. Press function 12. Now we can check it. We can see here that at 0th index, data type is string, value is Aryan. At first index, data type is integer, value is 20. At second index, data type is float and value is 164.5. So an array can store values of different data types in single variable. We'll come to our presentation. Object in PHP. An object is an individual instance of the data structure defined by a class. What is a class? A class is a structure that can contain properties and methods. What is properties and methods? The data elements stored within an object are referred to as its properties, and the information or code which is describing how to process the data is called the methods of the object. A class is declared once and then we can create instances of object as many times as required. A class is declared using class keyword. So here we have declared a class using class keyword user class, and then two properties have been defined as $username given a static value of Praveen, and another property of user class is $email. We have a method login which is printing logged in user name. We have used $this keyword which is used to uh, refer the properties or methods uh, being used in the class. Username and his email ID is $this email. Now, object is created, or an instance of object is created using a $new keyword. $user1 is equal to new user, and then we can see the data type using var underscore dump function. So let us see on the browser. This is our text editor. So just comment it again. Control X, Control V. Now we have to create a class using class keyword user. Just open the scope, close it. Now here we have to declare a public property $username is equal to, give it a name for the time being, Praveen. Another property is the public $email is equal to ASP2018 @gmail.com. Now we can create a method here, public login, public function login. This is doing nothing but printing the logged in username. Logged in user name is $this. $this keyword is used to refer the properties or methods in the scope of the class. $this username and his email ID is $this keyword, again pointing to email. Now class has been created. Now we have to create an object or an instance of this user class. So $user1 is equal to new user. So it's an user1 is an object of class user. So let us check using var_dump function. var_dump $user1, save it, press function 12. We can see that $user1 is an object of user having properties username and email. Now how to access properties and methods? So just use it, echo $user1 pointing to username and echo $username, or rather echo is already there in the public function, so we don't need to echo here, just call the function. So $user1 pointed to login method. Save it, press function 12. We can see Praveen is the property accessed using user1 object, and the method is accessed using user1 object. Now come to our presentation. Null. Null is a special data type which can have only one value, null. A variable of data type null is a variable that has no value assigned to it. If a variable is created without a value, it is automatically assigned a value of null. So here we have declared a variable with a value null. So it is a variable of data type null. We can check it using var_dump, and accidentally we can declare another variable var2 and have not assigned any any value to it, then it will automatically assign a value null to it. So let us check it on the browser. $var1 is equal to null, var underscore dump $var1 semicolon, control S, press function 12. You can see the data type is null on line 55, var1. Now, now just define another variable without giving any value to it. Check it, var underscore dump $var2. Save it, press function 12. Undefined variable $var2, but the value is this one. Again on line 57, data type is null. So a variable created without a value is automatic gets if a variable is created without a value, it is automatically assigned a value of null. So let us come to our presentation. Next is resource. What is a resource? A resource is a special variable used as reference or identifier for an external resource. A resource variable can be special handlers to opened files or to opened directory, etc. For example, PHP here we have a variable $file which is actually referencing to open test.txt file, which we will create right now here in the read mode, and we can check the data type. And another variable $directory which is pointing or actually referencing a directory upload folder, which we will create just now on the browser, and check the data type of these two variables. So just come to our editor, add a new file test.txt, just comment it, comment all the codes used before, control X, control V. Now initialize a resource variable, a variable of type resource. $file is equal to fopen file resource, then mode. We'll read more about dealing with files in our later videos. Test.txt in read mode. We can open it in read mode. Save it, and now we will check what is the data type of this $file. Var underscore dump $file. Save it, press function 12. You can see the data type is resource. Another case, we can declare another variable $dir But before doing that, we have to create a directory here. So we'll create another directory, upload color dir is equal to open dir, upload folder, upload directory rather, upload, and then we can see the data type of this variable $dir. It should be resource only. So both are resource. Variables data type is resource. You can work on this test.txt files and on this upload directory. Let us come to our presentation. Thank you for watching the video. In my next video, I will be discussing commonly used PHP string functions. If you liked the video, then please like, subscribe and share it.